The first March Madness game on today for Spencer in Hawaii is 6:15
a.m.
Yeah.
That'd be hype.
He goes, I gotta wake up at 6:15 to watch these. It's the Michigan State versus Mississippi State.
Tuesday.
Who we got? Who we got in that one?
What?
I think Michigan State will win.
I feel like it's just Tom Izzo. It's March Madness.
Yeah.
Dude. It's Tom Izzo,
And
dude.
did you see the stat? He wins
wins no
60.
matter- yeah.
It's 60% of the time he's
When
the
he's
lower seed.
Yeah. And I mean, it's an 8-9, right? So
Yeah,
it's like
it's not like much of a lower seed.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
Michigan State.
So
man.
what-
Let's
what-
go. It's
what
Izzo
we're gonna
March.
do is
March
we're
Izzo.
just pretty much gonna go through our brackets and then like talk about it and then
Okay.
fill out one for the show. And
Okay,
then
so we're
we'll-
filling out one for the show. Let me create it.
No, I have it here. I'll create it and we'll talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Are we recording, Co?
Yeah, we are.
Thanks.
We are live. Welcome back. What's up, brothers?
What's up, brother?
Can you guys got to do that after I do our intro?
What's up, brothers?
Hey, brothers.
There's two types of predators in the world: alligators and Jinxie.
It's been so long since we used the intro and outro. I can't find it. Here we go. What's up, brothers? Welcome back to
What's up, brother?
What's up, brothers? Welcome back to On the Clock. I can't do
hurts,
that.
that
I
hurts.
can't do that.
You want me to do it? You want me to do it?
We'll say it after you finish.
Okay.
Welcome back to On the Clock on the Rocket Productions Network. I'm your host, Dawson McNall. My good friends Jace Beery and Scotty Carr will join me shortly. If you missed any episodes of On the Clock, go find the Rocket Productions Network on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or anywhere you listen to your podcasts. All of our episodes are also available on the Rocket Productions YouTube channel. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Be sure to check out Rocket Productions on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
What's up, brother?
So we're here. This is the second and final annual March Madness show, I guess. We are down in probably the single digits in amount of shows we have left. So we got
39 school days.
Yeah, so we really got to capitalize here. So today, pretty much all we're going to do is we are going to go through, and the three of us are going to collaborate our brackets to make one gigantic, perfect, we're calling it the Showtime bracket. And it's going to be the one perfect one, and we're going to win a car. And then when we win the car, we're going to give it away to one of you guys. So shout out to whoever's going to win this car.
Shout out to our 18th viewer.
Only non-eligible person is Taryn Beery.
Exactly.
Yep.
So let's get into it. So we're going to start off in the east, and then we're going to go down to the west, and then we're going to go to the south, and then we're going to the Midwest. We're going to start, obviously, with a very, very controversial game. We got Stetson and UConn. What are our thoughts here?
So one of my brackets, I put Stetson. I mean,
Well, you have to.
you have
do
to,
one bracket
of all
where it's all
upsets.
upset. Yeah.
which I'm not doing it for UConn. UConn, for me, is probably one of the best
Okay.
team one seeds. If it was me, I'm putting Longwood over Houston.
We're not there yet. Calm down. I'll
You think-
call the game, and then we'll talk about the game.
You think UConn's probably one of the best one seeds pre-tournament? Like, just like,
Ever?
yeah, kind of like
Yeah.
just betting.
Coming in
wise.
with a record of 31-3.
KU is that good, so.
Let's get there when we get there. Okay, so we're taking UConn, right?
Yeah.
We gotta breeze through these games that we don't have to talk about. FAU Northwestern. I've seen this one go both ways. I have this one going both ways in different brackets.
I don't think these 8-9 games really don't matter a whole lot. I feel
They're
like
just gonna get
Waxed by 20.
I mean, it's just like I feel like that's how the 8-9 games go every year. Occasionally, you'll get an 8 seed beat a 1 seed, but not very
Not
often. So I put FAU here.
Yeah.
FAU can either be really good or like really bad.
Yeah, I put both. I think for my main one, I put Northwestern. Bo Bowie. I mean, that dude's a dog, so.
All right, do you want to actually pull up your actual bracket so like you can tell me and put that's valid when we get into the later rounds? All right, San Diego State and UAB. This one is a commonly called, I guess, upset. I don't love those games though. I feel like you have your Grand Canyons and your New Mexicos. I really like New Mexico too, and your Oregons. But I feel like those upsets get really popular. And a lot of people pick those, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I have San Diego State here.
I would have San Diego State. I just put UAB down, and I told you guys this earlier. Just because I think Auburn will win regardless
yeah.
who they play from
I think
UAB.
Auburn is the best 4 seed,
Yeah.
leading us to our next game. Auburn-Yale. I think this could be more interesting than people think, just because, Yale, they're like textbook masters, so like they obviously watch film and stuff. But I think that way they can keep it close. But I have Auburn.
This is not going to be a close game, Dawson. It's Yale.
Did you see that game winner?
It was a floater.
Against Brown.
Brown, yeah, dude, Brown. They were like first 18 out, whatever. Okay, BYU and
What?
BYU and Dungeness.
Duquesne, really
Duquesne, Duquesne, yeah.
I mean, I don't know enough about Duquesne. So I've
They got a
always,
true shooting percentage of 50. Their net rating. Oh wait, that's BYU. Oops.
honestly, I've put them down as a winner. Like I've put them down to win one game
Yeah,
in all of my
that's-
brackets, I think, but not in this one. I have BYU
You got BYU.
in my main one.
So we've yet to pick an upset yet. It's okay. It's okay. Illinois and Moorhead.
Illinois. This won't be close.
Washington and Drake.
I put Drake.
Yep.
I think it's a little. Not. I mean, you can call it an upset. It's a 7-10, but like I don't know. My Missouri Valley boys.
All right, and then Iowa State, South Dakota State.
Iowa State.
Okay. All right. Do we want to do all the round of 64, or do we want to do section by section?
We can do a section.
All right.
Just
So
finish
now
it.
we got UConn and FAU. UConn.
UConn owns college basketball.
All right. San Diego State, Auburn.
I got Auburn. I
Yep.
don't know about.
I got Auburn.
BYU, Illinois.
I got Illinois.
I think you could see an upset here, but I have Illinois.
Okay. And then Drake, Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Iowa State's on fire.
We got UConn, Auburn. Before you talk, no defending champion has made it out of the Sweet 16 ever.
Okay, you're also talking to a team that's 31-3, Dawson.
I know. I'm just giving you the historical facts.
Okay, we also saw Purdue last year, and then
Yeah, I don't have Purdue going very far.
they got bullied last year. I've put Auburn winning a few times in this bracket. I have UConn.
Yeah,
But I
I
could
have
definitely
UConn,
see
but
Auburn.
I also had Auburn, I think, going to the Final Four in one of mine.
I think for this bracket, we could put Auburn.
All right, we'll go Auburn.
I think we go on Auburn.
All right, and then Iowa State, Illinois.
I got Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Okay, cool. We're going to leave it here in the Elite Eight for now, and then we'll come back after we do the rest. All right. North Carolina, taking them.
Yeah.
Mississippi, Michigan.
I got Michigan State just because of Tom Izzo.
Tom Izzo tough.
St. Mary's, Grand Canyon. Popular upset pick here.
I put St. Mary's.
Yeah,
Their defense is just
it's one of the
Alabama, Charleston.
Alabama.
Yep.
That game could be like 100 to 92 or something like that.
All right, Clemson, New Mexico. I've gone New Mexico, and I think all but one.
Yeah,
I've gotten New Mexico, and probably I think all of them going to at least the Sweet 16.
They
That's not
have
far.
a very good path. And then we got Baylor over Colgate.
Collegiate, yeah.
Colgate. It's Colgate.
I know, I'm just goofing.
Toothpaste. Come on.
Dayton versus Nevada. Toss up here.
I put Dayton. It doesn't matter much.
And then Arizona, and we're sticking with Arizona. We're going to have Arizona beating Dayton.
Yeah.
Baylor, New Mexico.
I have New Mexico.
Low-key, I did have this one. I had a big double upset. Of
Yeah, I have New Mexico.
Colgate and New Mexico winning, so I had New Mexico
okay.
beating Colgate.
So do we want – okay, so we want to move New Mexico on?
Yeah.
Sweet 16. All right, St. Mary's, Alabama.
I have Alabama.
I think Bama.
Bama? All right, fine. We were talking about this before the show. There is not a bigger potential contrast in speeds. Alabama is the third, most possessions, and St. Mary's is fifth to last.
Yeah.
And then we got North Carolina, Michigan State.
I got North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
North Carolina, Alabama.
I have Alabama.
I do have Bama.
Okay.
I
was
think-
going to say.
I think that's the game Carolina loses. North Carolina.
It's just hard to keep up with Bama's
Yeah.
pace.
New Mexico, Arizona.
I feel like this is where New Mexico's train
Yeah,
stops.
probably Arizona.
Okay. Leaving there at the Elite Eight.
Where are we going to now?
Houston. Houston, Longwood.
I got Houston.
Cool. Nebraska, Texas A&M. Wisconsin and James Madison. We're going to have some
Wisconsin
controversy
Badgers.
here.
Go
I got-
Badgers.
You know the Badgers? They are elite.
Go
I got JMU.
Badgers.
I got JMU.
Duke, Vermont.
Duke.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like it just doesn't really matter because Duke's going to be either one of them, Scotty. The Badgers or JMU.
Duke's not
No,
great.
Badgers will beat
Duke's
Duke.
not great.
They have like the guys to be great. They just haven't played
without
well.
Coach K, they just
Yep.
can't do it. Texas Tech or NC State?
I have NC State.
I put Texas Tech, but I could see NC State winning it.
I think I went with NC State, or I went with Tech just because they see a lot of good teams, and NC State had a losing record in the regular season.
They're in
Or in their
Duke's.
conference record.
I think they're in Duke's conference too.
ACC.
Mhm.
So then you do see Duke, Carolina. I don't know. This one's a toss-up for me.
For what?
I think either way they lose to Kentucky.
Duke, yeah.
All right, so we'll go NC State, then Kentucky.
Yeah.
Florida, Colorado.
I put Colorado.
Yeah, I'm changing mine
I
after
think
seeing
with,
them play.
the injury.
I think Florida could also totally make a run to like the Sweet 16.
I think, yeah,
but-
Florida is all or nothing. I mean, and everybody is, but I think Florida is a great example of they beat Colorado. I think they can beat Marquette, and then they get lucky against Kentucky, and they're in the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
But they could also lose to Colorado, who's going to get whopped by Marquette. So, the epitome of basketball in March. All right, Houston and Nebraska.
Did we just
Houston.
skip one?
No?
Am I tripping?
We went back up to the top.
Yeah.
Houston.
All right, and then the Badgers or the Blue Devils.
I put Badgers, but I'm also a big Badgers guy.
Yeah, I put Duke just because they're playing JMU. But yeah, Badgers could move on.
I'm going to go Duke because I also had JMU beating Wisconsin.
Y'all are haters.
All right, Kentucky, NC State.
I got Kentucky.
Yeah.
Colorado, Marquette.
I got Marquette, but I could easily see
put
the
Marquette.
script being Western Kentucky versus Kentucky. That'd be elite.
That would be kind of elite. Talking about this here, I think it's 3 years in a row a 15 seed has beat a 2 seed. So
I don't think
I don't think
Marquette's
Western Kentucky's a
who's-
team.
they went 8-8 in conference
see
play. It's kind of a
Tennessee-
miracle they're here.
I could see Tennessee.
We're
being
picking
the-
that just so everybody knows. We're picking that upset already.
Tennessee
We're going
one.
to set that right now.
Peacocks.
Tennessee's a very one-man show.
All right, we got Houston and Duke.
I got Houston.
Houston.
Kentucky, Marquette.
I put Marquette.
I put Kentucky.
I just
Put
think Marquette
Kentucky.
is.
Yeah, Marquette's probably the better team, but like the way that Kentucky has like Kentucky's depth is one of like
But I feel
two
like,
teams. I feel like they have literally probably the best young core and a lot of depth.
I just feel like they play more like Duke, and they can very easily not play
Yeah.
well. They're just so young. That's how Duke is too. They have like these really good freshman recruits that are either really good or
Not good.
Not good.
Valid. We'll come back to that. We'll talk
Yeah,
about that one
they-
on our way back
They
up.
could choke under pressure.
All right, here we go. We got Purdue and Grambling State.
Grambling
State.
Purdue.
Utah and TCU. Sorry, Utah State.
I put TCU.
It's also a toss-up because they're going to lose to Purdue probably.
Oh, I don't. I have Utah State winning and then beating Purdue.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that's an
Have you
absolute
seen
sign.
Utah State play?
They're 27-6.
You
What-
know their record. You've never seen them play.
Well,
No.
they're in the Mountain West. Oh, that's why.
None of us have ever seen them play.
They finished top 45 in scoring, averaging 80 points a game. We'll go with TCU to float your guys' boat. Gonzaga, McNeese.
I got
Popular upset.
put
I got
Gonzaga.
McNeese.
We're split again.
I guess you make a decision.
Chad.
I'm not picking a 5-12 upset when it's a school named McNeese.
I'm going with McNeese.
I've never heard of
Sanford,
this school.
Kansas.
I still pick KU.
I got Kansas.
We'll go with Kansas for the sake of the show.
Gosh.
Fine, whatever. Oregon, South Carolina.
I
I
have.
like South Carolina though.
What'd you say?
I said I like South Carolina. I think they could easily beat Creighton in the next round, but I don't think they will.
Yeah, I picked Oregon, then lose to Creighton. But
We'll go South Carolina this time, and then Creighton,
yeah, Creighton over LeBron James school.
and then Texas, Colorado State.
Texas.
I have Colorado State.
I have
What?
Colorado State.
Did you guys see them play the other
I have
night?
Colorado State.
Yeah, they smoked them by like 20.
Didn't they come back, or was that last?
They were
no,
not,
that was
they
last
did not
night.
look
That was
good in the
last
first
night.
half.
And
They
then
Neither team did. They were like combined like 5 for
That was the
30.
worst basketball I'd seen in the first
all
half.
right, and then we got St. Peter's beating Tennessee.
No.
I mean, if
Obviously.
you wanna put it,
Obviously,
sure.
obviously.
But I think everyone picked Tennessee. No.
I put Tennessee,
I put
yeah.
Tennessee.
But if we're putting St.
And then
Peter's.
we got Purdue over TCU.
Yeah.
Chat.
Or Utah State wanted to. Yeah.
Okay, and then McNeese over Kansas.
Yeah.
South Carolina or Creighton.
I put Creighton.
Texas or St. Peter's.
Tennessee. Wait, what?
Texas. I put Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm tripping.
And then we got Purdue, McNeese,
Purdue.
and then Creighton, Texas.
Creighton.
All right. So, heading in, we got to talk about one more game. Kentucky, Marquette, where are we at?
I mean, I don't really feel like it. I mean, any of these teams could probably make it to the Final
I
Four,
think
but I still
Marquette,
Houston's going.
Wait, he says Marquette. What do you think?
I pick Kentucky, but it's not that big of a deal. We
All
can
right,
go Marquette.
we'll go Marquette. So, we got a 4-2, a 1-2, a 1-3, and a 2-4. We will start where we started. Auburn, Iowa State.
I think if Auburn makes it that far, they're going to the Final Four.
Barry?
Auburn and who?
Iowa State.
I mean, I love Auburn. I think it's their power forward or small forward that plays really well, but Iowa State has just been on fire recently.
But how long are they going to be able to keep that going?
Considering their way to the Elite Eight,
This would be their first Elite Eight in school history.
and they're going to make history, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not opposed to them making it there because they're a Big 12 school. But
Yeah, I just like the Big 12.
we'll go. Well, I'm gonna go Auburn. What are you going?
I put Iowa State.
What you got?
Auburn.
Okay. We got Bama, Arizona.
I put Bama.
Yeah, I'd put Bama too.
We got 4-4 come out of the left side. We got Auburn, Alabama.
I think that one will be close though.
And then we got. We'll go to the other Elite Eight games, and then that's my fault. Houston, Marquette.
I'll go Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
Then this one is more interesting to me than I think at face value. Purdue, Creighton.
I got Creighton.
I also have Creighton.
There we go.
I like Creighton.
I don't like Purdue. I don't think it's because I love Creighton. It's just because I don't love Purdue at all. All right, we got Auburn, Alabama, Houston, Creighton.
Should we all say our final predictions? Or just like the 2 to win?
Yeah,
See
we
if
can
we
each talk about it. So you gonna go first?
Sure. I'll go Bama and Houston.
Okay.
I don't
Why?
know. Bama's just hard. I mean, if they're on, yeah, they're a really hard team to defend, because, I mean, they've already made it past St. Mary's in this bracket that we have.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I mean, they've played the
They've
hardest
been
defensive
battle-tested.
team that they will. And then Houston's just a very slow-paced team as well. But I think Houston also has the scoring to beat Alabama and win the whole thing. I don't think St. Mary's is much of a scoring team like Houston. Like they're not as efficient as Houston is.
Yeah, I think St. Mary's is your cheaper version of Houston. Like
Yeah.
Houston is a great defensive team, and that leads to their offense gaining success. But I think St. Mary's is a great defensive team, and their offense has success.
Yeah.
The defense.
I mean, of
doesn't
course they're
quite-
still good.
yeah.
They're still like a 5 seed in the tournament, but I think Houston. I mean, they're just a lot more efficient.
All right, Beery.
What's it look like?
We got Auburn, Alabama, Houston, Creighton.
I'll probably go Alabama versus Creighton.
Alabama versus Creighton.
I like Creighton's.
So you had Alabama winning too, yeah?
I had Houston beating Bama.
Okay, well I meant winning that one game. So
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
put Alabama, and then I don't know. I want to take Houston, and I think if Houston wouldn't have lost to Iowa State, I would have no hesitation here. But I don't know. We'll let you guys decide. So we got Alabama coming out of one side, and then you guys can put whoever you want in if you're copying this bracket. But for the sake of the argument, I think we'll put Houston in. And then who do we got winning out of these two?
I have Houston.
You have?
I'll go Creighton.
No.
Are you talking about that?
If Houston and Bama met, who would you
I'll
have?
go Houston.
All right. Houston it is. Score prediction?
69 to 65.
Sounds good. That's about what I've put every time. It's been like 72 to 68 or whatever. It's been like right in that.
If they're beating Bama, Bama's only going to score like 60 something.
All right, so that is our bracket. We got U of H bringing it home. First year in the Big 12. Add another one to our to our
Don't say
trophy case.
our.
The Big 12 is our, except for Iowa State. I will root for any Big 12 school except KU, Iowa State.
Why do you hate Iowa State?
Houston isn't even like a Big 12 school yet.
They are now.
No, not.
They've been knighted. They won the thing.
They've only been in there for a year. I think I agree with Jace. They have to be in there for like 5 years to be considered like a Big 12 school.
Let me look.
They're still an AAC school to me.
They literally just played the Big 12 like they were in the AAC, dude. Like they waxed everyone in the Big 12.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So why can't we not root for them?
We can't root for them, but I'm saying it's literally
yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's move on to my final question here. I feel like we're getting off topic. One Cinderella story other than New Mexico, because we all really like New Mexico. Who you pulling? Like
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's
making it to the
I
Final Four.
really feel like that's a Cinderella story.
Well, okay.
We all
To the Final Four. Yeah.
We all already talked about that one.
I mean, if they're beating Houston and then beating Marquette, the Badgers know what's up. Badgers know what's up.
I could see Florida possibly making a run.
St. Peter's.
No, they're not making it past the first round possibly.
Well, it was one game. We had to put it on there.
Auburn can make a run, but that's not much.
No.
I mean, they're just kind of an
I
underrated
like
4 seed.
kind of like what's this one again? Duckadees.
No way you
Duquesne.
like Duquesne.
I saw this one thing on Instagram. I don't know. This guy's dad had worked there since like the 70s, and they hadn't made the tournament, and they made the tournament, and he was.
I saw a TikTok
Could see
saying
a Michigan
Duquesne was
State
making it to like the Sweet 16.
Well, they'd have to. Oh.
They would have. Duquesne
Which
would
I
have
could
to
maybe
beat
see, but they have
BYU, Illinois, and Iowa State.
Yeah. Which you're
And that's not
first
sounding
round,
super doable.
First round, you're playing a team that only shoots threes. Then you're playing Illinois, and then Iowa State.
So you're playing two Big 12 schools and Big 10. Not the easiest path, in my opinion.
But you hate Iowa State, so they should be able to beat them.
I think Oregon could have a path over South Carolina, Creighton, and then I don't think Tennessee makes it past Texas. And then you look at that, and they're in the Elite Eight. I also like Samford over Kansas, and then I think Gonzaga is beatable. McNeese, I think that 12 or 13 in that region could make it to the Elite Eight. Don't think they're probably going to beat Purdue. Would I like them to beat Purdue? Probably. But those are my two I like to watch out for.
McNeese is terrible.
You never know.
He's hating.
No.
Badgers are going to win it all.
Badgers will win it all. Mark my words. Go Badgers.
Go Badgers.
Another one you can't write off, James Madison, 31 wins, 3 losses in the Sun Belt. Playing the Badgers.
Sun Belt is terrible.
So are the Badgers.
No, they're not.
All right, whatever.
They won the Big Ten, bro.
All right, I feel like we're just grasping at straws now. So, yeah, this is what we got. Final Four of Auburn, Alabama, Houston, Creighton. Thanks for listening, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace.